everybody, it's Dave, and we're going to get right into it today. But before we do, you're going to hit that like, hit that bell, and hit that sub. And you're going to make sure that you get all of the notifications for all the videos that we're doing. People are giving us great responses to our videos and letting us know that they're finding the information useful. But today, we're going to talk about, is Mounjaro the silver bullet to weight loss? And yes, I really believe that it is. I really believe that it is, especially somebody who's struggled with weight for a very long time and has a really hard time outside of just not eating, losing weight. And that's just kind of the reality. And thankfully, the people who are way smarter than I am are figuring out at a hormonal level why that is. Why is it that people who especially are overweight, and some people who are just genetically prone to it, produce fewer of these hormones in our body that help us with weight control? So you've heard of probably Ozempic, which spawned off to Wegovy, which is the other alternate kind of drug in this weight loss class. Let's talk a little bit about how Mounjaro works and why Mounjaro is a little bit different than those and why people are seeing better results. So the main ways, we could talk about how it impacts blood sugars, how it causes the liver to produce less sugar, because if you knew this or not, even when you're not eating, your liver is producing sugar into your blood, in glucose into your blood, which is sugar. So your pancreas has to create, or has to let insulin into your bloodstream to push that sugar into the cells. So for diabetics, their liver's kind of just out of control making this sugar. So Mounjaro helps diabetics in that way, and also helps increase insulin production when you eat. So those two things kind of help drive down blood sugar levels, which arguably is probably good for anybody who's on a standard American diet, because even if you're not diabetic, you're shooting into your body a ton of insulin to compensate for the sugar that you're putting in your body. But for purposes of weight loss, it's going to do two things, right? So it's going to act on this hormone called incretin. Incretin is going to send a signal to your brain and say, I'm full. So you kind of always have this incretin going, which is always telling your brain that you're full. So you have this baseline of just kind of already feeling full. So you need to eat less often. But it's also, when you do eat, it's telling you much faster that you're really full now. Stop eating. So you're eating a third, a fourth, a half, less than you normally would eat when you don't have the drug in your system. The other way that it's going to work is it's going to delay gastric emptying, meaning your stomach literally holds on to the food for longer. And because it does, you have that extra full feeling in your stomach, requiring you to, again, eat less often and eat less when you eat. So those are the two things that are really causing people to lose a lot of weight. And in clinical trials, the highest dosage of this medicine had people losing 20% of their body weight, which is right up there with bariatric surgery. So is it a silver bullet to weight loss? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. It is a breakthrough, a game changer, especially for people like me who have struggled with their weight their entire adult life. And now, bonus, it helps keep my blood sugar in check because I am type 2 diabetic. So, is it the silver bullet? Yes, I 100% believe that it is. Now, if you go off the drug, you probably have a problem, right? If there are underlying eating issues, if there are, that's kind of a separate conversation. But for the purposes of just taking your weight from this range down to this range, it 100% is a silver bullet. Slam dunk. If you have thoughts, if you've done some research, like to add to this, please add it in the comments. I try to respond to everybody who leaves a comment there, so I'd love to interact with you. Again, hit that like, hit that bell, and hit that sub, and tell all your friends about this. Everybody's going wild over Mounjaro. There are even some shortages in certain dosages, but we can get into that in another video. Nobody's really having a problem getting started on the drug, and by the time you're going to graduate to the bigger doses, they'll probably have it all ironed out anyway. So thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we will talk to you soon.